Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to our life out in the country. Today I'm going to be working on Belle's bedroom. This is our daughter's bedroom remodel. So hopefully we can make this a really cool, comfortable, and clean room for our daughter. So far we've gutted it. We've gutted the room, took out all the old insulation. We reinforced the ceiling joists to hold drywall, and we also built out the walls to 5.5 inches so we could really make this room well insulated. So it's moving along, but we came to a standstill because for 2 days we had just rain, cold rain. This morning is beautiful. I'm excited to work. I'm going to hit it this morning while we have light in the room, while it's not raining, and try to get as much work done as we can today. So let me take you around the room and show you what I have done, and then we'll talk about what we have to do. Since the last time you saw, I added electrical boxes everywhere I needed an outlet. And also, light boxes everywhere I needed a light fixture or a smoke alarm. This could be a smoke alarm. This is the main ceiling light. This is a closet area light. Now you might think that these lights look a little bit uneven, and that's because you gotta remember that right there is the doorway. It's actually the hallway. What I have to do is build a wall out here again with the door on it, facing that way. So the door is going to be there. It's going to come over like this. We're going to have a hallway pantry or a hallway linen closet. The wall is going to continue on into the room. We're going to have another closet in here for Belle. This room is going to be small, but that's okay. It's just a small bedroom, and that's the way it is. We don't mind small bedrooms. You just got to make the best use of the space that you can. So now that I got most of the electrical boxes in place, I have to build some walls. Mainly, I'm going to start with this wall right here. This is actually adjoining the bathroom. Our bathroom is right behind this wall, and I'm going to be building a new wall right in front of this wall. This wall is a little bit flimsy. It's made with 1x4 boards. It's not really that great for attaching drywall to, but more importantly is that when I get to the bathroom, my bathroom design, I have a whole design for the whole house, so I try to keep everything in mind as we're working, but the bathroom design needs a few more inches on this side of the room. So by building a wall here, I can take out this wall later and gain the inches I need in the bathroom. So that's the main reason I'm building out this wall, is to gain space in the bathroom. And I know it makes this room even smaller, but a few inches in here isn't going to make a big difference. A few inches in the bathroom is going to make a big difference. Let's stop talking, start working, and get this wall built. Let's grab some wood. Remember, when you're framing a wall, always put the crown facing the same direction. So when you look at the board, see which way the 2x4 bends. And here I'm going to have them all facing up. That way you have an even wall. If you have one board going this way, one board going that way, your drywall is going to be extra uneven. So it's always important to keep them all crowning the same direction.
Man, we fly through those screws quick.
The wall is done. Hopefully it fits and looks right. Oh, it's heavy. Some heavy wood.
You're on stuff.
Alright, my interior wall is all put up. I got my wall leveled, screwed in, and my outlet box installed. Now I have to build the walls that go this way, that have the door and creates the closets here. So I'm trying to decide if I want to put plastic on the ceiling before starting that. It'll make it easier. Try to figure it out. Alright, so here's the plan. We're going to put plastic on the ceiling first, and then we're going to build this wall. Only because our plastic is already 12 feet wide. It fits the room perfectly. I don't want to sit here trying to cut plastic around all the walls and in the closets and everything. I don't want to leave potential for error gaps and just bad cuts and everything. So even though the plastic will be in my way, I feel like it's smart to just get it up now. that's done. Looks good. I cut the holes for the light boxes. It's going to make wiring difficult because now I can't just stand down here and wire up the lights. I'll have to go into the attic to run the wires. But it'll make everything else a little bit easier, and I think it's a good choice to do this. Yeah. Now we're going to be building a wall. So more framing. Let's clear the floor. Right now I'm framing up, almost done framing up the wall with the doorway coming into Belle's room. Right now I'm cutting some drywall so I can build a header for Belle's doorway. So now the header is the place above the door that carries the weight of the ceiling. This isn't a load-bearing wall, so I don't even need this thick header, but the measurements just worked out in a way that I could just frame it with some 2x4s. So I'm going to do it. So in a typical header, you'll have two 2x4s or 2x6s or 2x8s stacked vertically like this, back to back, but they're only 3 inches wide. So I'm just going to stick the drywall in the middle to bring it out to 3.5 inches, and therefore bring it out all flush with the front of the wall. And when it's all done, my header will look like that. This is only half the wall. There's more to this, but it gets a little complicated. This wall is going to look like it doesn't fit. It's not going to want to fit. Our ceiling trusses are sagging because they're old, but I insist on putting the wall where it should be at the proper ceiling height. So I'm going to be wedging it under. Alright, so that shouldn't go anywhere. That took a little too long to get leveled up, but it's looking good. Now I'm getting ready to build the second section of this closet, and the reason I'm building it separately is because I'm doing it with 2x3s instead of 2x4s. Now we're going to be carrying the same theme throughout the house that we started with in the bedroom, and part of that theme is the wood. We love the wood. So if you remember our master bedroom, we have these chunky 4x4 posts around our closet, and we're going to be putting one of those in here too. Right on the edge of this closet, you'll see the layout. It's kind of weird right now. We ran into a problem with those closets where the drywall actually ended up sticking out further than the post when it was finished. So this wall is going to be a little unique because I had to taper the end of the wood down. So it's actually going to be 2¼ inches down here, 2.5 inches the rest of the way. And you can see these studs, 2.5, 2.5, 2¼ And what I'm going to do is basically make the wall taper in right before the post, so that when I drywall it and I do my corner beads and I put the compound on, it should be flush with the post. It should be at 2.5 inches. Well, 3.5 finished. Alright, so let's do a quick update. We had some delays because I wasn't happy with the electrical boxes fitting in this 2x3 wall. They were just too tight. I had to go to the store and get some narrower or less deep boxes. So I chose some metal boxes, and they're going to work great for that area. I finished up all the framing, so let's take a look at that. So this right here is going to be the closet in Belle's room. And this is probably an unexpected layout, but I'll explain more of that later. This side right here is going to be the closet in the hallway. So I'm actually standing in the hall. Here is Belle's door. You come in. Here's the room. I don't know if I can explain this, but this is going to be very similar to the closets we built in the master bedroom. Again, the theme has to be cohesive throughout the house. So I'm going to be putting that same chunky 4x4 post right here in the end of this wall. We're going to have a nice sleek wall coming out with the post capping it off. Straight to the ceiling this time. I'm not going to close it off because of what I'm doing with this area. The reason I decided to go with this layout is because this wall had to be where it is. That's the hallway. I can't make the hallway narrower. So that has to continue in. That's how the original bedroom was, but they had their wall jet back a little And what it did was, it was like 6 inches back, then they had a closet this way facing the room. All I'm doing is rotating the closet, so now it's facing this way. I like it better because it buys me a lot more space here, and I'm going to use this space for something special. I know this closet doesn't look big, but it's going to be big enough for what we need to do with it. Now the room's coming together and I'm super excited about that. I'm happy with the progress, but I'm also happy about something else. So as I said, we ran to the store to buy some new boxes for the electrical work, and while we were out, we were able to pick up something really cool. This right here is something special, and it's thanks to one of our viewers. So let's open it up, check it out, and I'll talk a little about it. So here it is, our newest tool. I finally got an impact driver with battery. People have been telling us in our comments for so long that we needed one of these, that I need to stop using my drill to drive screws and get one of these. They said it would be life-changing. So I picked this up thanks to a subscriber of ours, a viewer, who sent in a gift through our PayPal link so that I could get one of these. So that was so awesome. Thank you so much. As soon as I got the gift with the note attached, I went ahead and bought it. So we really appreciate that. And I was able to find a really good deal. I was able to get the XR brushless with the battery for like super cheap. So I went ahead, snagged it up, and now we're stepping up our game. I'm going to have an impact driver to drive all of our screws and everything. And I've never used one before, but everybody says they're awesome. So I'm looking forward to it. We always appreciate every donation, every gift that we get through our PayPal account. We don't like to talk about it on our channel a lot, but we always appreciate it. A little while back, somebody sent us some money to go buy lunch, and that's exactly what we did. We went out for lunch together as a family. We always appreciate these gifts. We really try to use them wisely. So even though we don't always say thank you to everybody, we do appreciate it. So here it is, guys. That's actually really cool. Pretty lightweight, considering. And it's compact. I'm going to be able to squeeze it in some of these tight places that I haven't been able to get. Look at that. This is what I've been using. This is the new one. Let's pop this battery off. The new battery probably needs to be charged. It's got lights on the front. That's cool. This one has one light on the front, the drill, but something I've noticed is that when you're trying to drive a screw, that the drill itself casts a shadow on the screw, so it's really hard to see. I like that this one has lights all the way around it. So it shouldn't cast any shadows, and I can actually see what I'm doing. So once again, couldn't be possible without you guys. Thank you so much for the gift. So you may have noticed these little cutouts that I have down here. This is what I'm working on right now. And I get to try out my new driver, which is pretty cool. Basically, what I'm doing right now is putting blocking in the wall to support our electric heater. The electric heater is going to be on the interior wall again. That's where it should be. And I like to put these chunks of plywood in the wall so that no matter where I screw the heater, it has something to grip to, and I don't have to worry about it hanging on drywall. So all I did was put some chunks of wood in here, set back so that this would all be flush. Let me experiment with it. I've never used one before. It's loud, that's for sure. This thing drives super fast. It sets them in good. It's a little loud compared to the drill. You gotta be careful with that. And there we go. Blocking in the wall, the drywall, go over it, but we'll always have a solid surface to screw into. I also got my wire guards nailed in. And these are just little pieces of metal with spikes on the back. Let me see if I can get it. See the spikes? You just nail them straight into your stud wherever a wire is going through. I don't use them every location. I use them where the wire is going to be close to the surface, and I don't want any screws, any trim nails, any drywall screws to hit the wire. So I nailed those in. Got them top and bottom and everywhere I needed them. We are 100% ready to start pulling wire. So let's get Ashley in here and see if we can get this done. You should come hang out with me up here.
I'm not going up there.
It's fun. I wish we could just take our whole roof off and blow insulation in.
Me too.
Alright, that was a long, tedious drag in the attic. Man, that attic is not fun. But, I'm back down here. I'm done with the attic work. We got light, smoke, all pulled. Now everything else is simple. Let's get it stapled. Make it pretty. Alright, so now that this is roughed in on the top end, I gotta go down to the crawl space and pull the rest. So Ashley will be in here feeding the wires from the boxes down to the crawl space. I'll be pulling them, putting them in the junction boxes down there, and getting everything tied together. There's not too much more to see at this point. We're just gonna work and get it done. It's getting late, the sun's gonna go down, so I'm gonna close it here. But, recap, I'm super happy with the work. We got the plastic on the ceiling. We got all the outlet boxes in. We got all the framing done. Closets, everything taking shape. It's looking so good. So, the next time you see us, we're going to have all the wiring complete. And hopefully, we can start moving toward insulation and drywall soon. A little at a time, it's getting done. And behind the scenes, we've been doing a lot of window shopping online. Basically getting ideas, looking on different websites, looking at different products, looking for ideas for Belle's room to really inspire us. We're not going to spend too much money on accessories. We don't decorate like that, but we're just trying to get inspired as to what we can do to make this room really cool. We got a couple of surprises coming your way for that, but that's all we have for now. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, take care.